So it is going to be a great, beautiful day here in Georgia for RV driving school. So it is going to be a beautiful day here with RV driving school and on the road with the Damascus Road. So it's that sun coming up over there through the trees. So we got a little, hey, there's Emmy. Good morning, Emmy. So little video walk around. Brand new, beautiful truck. And you can see, we've had a little issue before. There's the sun.
All right, so here is our, we walk around a little bit.
So good morning, everybody. This is Shane with On the Road with Damascus Road. Today's RV adventure is with Bill and Debbie and the RV driving school. So I guess you can figure out which one's which. So why are we here this morning, y'all? What are you hoping to get out of this class?
To learn how to better maneuver our rig as we go through the Atlanta area.
Oh, that's everybody's favorite place to travel.
That and backing up into camp spots.
Yeah, backing up into
Yes.
camp spots better.
There, almost every RV thread group, whatever you're at, everybody's like, I got to go from X to Florida and Atlanta is in the middle. How do we do this? Is there an alternate route? No, there's not. For the most part.
When you live in Atlanta, you deal with the traffic every day.
Yeah, we have to. Sometimes there's alternate routes, but learning to deal with it properly and safely. So, all right, well, let's get started, y'all.
Okay.
So here we are with Bill starting. Just learn our pivot points, hitting that home, getting it ingrained in our muscle memory. Man, is it a beautiful but windy day today out here. Bill is getting these pivot points down just in a straight line, and then he's a little close to the cone there, but he's not going to hit it. All right, learning hand signals, communication. So that's what a lot of RV driving is, especially when you're at a campsite, gas station, anywhere like that, is communication between the two partners. If at any time somebody's walking beside you and talking to you to help guide or whatever, make sure they're doing this.
Yeah.
Stiff arm on your mirror. As long as I got a stiff arm on your mirror, you are not going to run over me.
Yeah.
But if I start migrating to your window, I might get run over if you're going backwards. So the cone is right at the front of the trailer. So I was telling him that, and I'll show you later about how you can walk with the mirror and tell him where to go.
Okay.
Okay. The danger with that is there's nobody behind him. Okay. But sometimes you're going to see, okay, we've been back there. It is wide open. As long as nothing falls out of the sky or scurries across, we're going to be okay. Stop, 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 stop.
Oh,
Okay.
so close.
So, yeah. So, you went about 6 inches too far. So, because there's going to be sometimes you're going to get to a campsite and there is absolutely nothing around, but you want to get it in a, there's nothing around but the picnic table and the utility poles and trees. Okay. And you know that, hey, for this far of a distance, we have space. And sometimes it will be easier to tell him what to do from walking beside him than at the back.
Right there.
That DOT tape on that front edge of the fender flare probably a great thing.
Yeah.
You went a little hair too far. Now, we're going to start changing things. Okay. Instead of driving a circle, you're going to back up. Okay. So he's not going to drive a circle this time. He's going to back up. All he's going to do is back straight up. Okay, you're not telling him anything to do. Okay, because you have this perfectly straight line as a reference guide. Only thing you're out there for is if a satellite falls out of the sky or some crazy person.
Do I worry about the pivot points or not? Straight back.
Just go straight back. Just
Okay. So I didn't know if I did
straight back all the way out until that last cone is where your white line is. So you can see that last cone in front of you. Okay. Only thing we're going to do is make sure that no crazy people cut through the parking lot in our way. Okay. So, hold on a second. Every time before you put it in reverse, I want you to turn your four-way flashers on. Okay. What that does is it builds in muscle memory. Okay. Because if you ever have an issue while you're on the road, you need to be able to just go without thinking. You know where it is without thinking. My truck, Emmy, my wife's car, my daughter's car, my fire truck. You just got to know where they're at with muscle memory. Okay, carry on. So we're going to get out here. We're not going to get behind him. We're just going to stay out here to watch for crazy people coming through the parking lot. Okay? So all we're doing is backing straight up. He keeps migrating slightly to the right because when he started, he was about 6 inches off that far cone. It's a lot harder than people realize to back straight up. Typically it's a lot of small steering wheel movements. If you make a large steering wheel movement, it's going to throw you way off. And as odd as this sounds, it's usually harder to back a small trailer than it is a big trailer. The dynamics and geometry shapes of the small trailer, its pivot point on the ball to the axle is so short. Any small movements in the steering wheel really changes the trajectory of the trailer. So the longer your trailer, typically the easier it is. He's probably getting worried about the camera right now, but we're okay. See how he's turning his front wheels? Trying to keep it straight. And there we are. We have cleared the last cone. All right, so here goes me and Debbie. This is our first time driving her truck with the fifth wheel attached. We went over mirror placement. We got her seat adjusted first, then we adjust her steering wheel, and then we adjust her mirrors, and she is ready to go. We're just gonna do some big circles around the parking lot, letting her get used to how everything feels. All right, Debbie, how do you feel?
A little rocky, but the straights are okay. Straightaways are okay.
You did great.
Yeah,
great.
she did good. We had a little
Yeah, you had a little hiccup.
little hiccup on that corner over there, but
Yeah.
that's okay. And that's what I told her. I said that's what
You
we're
gotta work
doing.
your way out of it. You gotta
We're
figure out how to
learning.
work your way out of it when you do it.
Yep, that's it. But no, you did good.
You did
That's
great.
what we're here is learning, just getting your feet wet, because this was again the very first time you had driven your rig.
Yeah.
So, and how many times have you driven just the truck before?
She drove her truck quite a bit. We had another truck, and she drove that one quite a bit. Now the feel for this
Was
one's
it a
little
dually?
bit. No,
No,
it
it
wasn't.
wasn't a dually. No, it wasn't a
Yeah.
dually.
It's a
but
little different.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely a little
So,
different.
Good job though. Good job.
Thank
All right, so it's come around this corner. There we go, clearing that curb. It's a big open parking lot, but it does have some tight corners in it. So there's our cone. He's going to keep going until he gets to that pivot point, and as soon as he gets to his pivot point, he's going to turn hard. There we go. Then he's got this other cone right there. You can take it around this way. And then he gets to do it backwards. So if he keeps going, he's going to end up hitting that cone. So he's going to back up a little bit. Get a little reset. Come around again. So what was going on with that was, if your rig is not straight, but your tires and your steering wheel are straight, you're still going to continue to turn. So sometimes we forget about that. Our rig will be just a little off center, so we won't be completely straight with our rig, but our steering wheel will be straight. So we think we're going to go straight, but we're still turned, so our trailer is still going to track off of us. So remember that.
So I have set the camera right on another cone.
Got Emmy over there photobombing us. See how we do on that sewage outlet this time. All right, and now if you'll turn it, keep as close to those cones as you can, and don't hit my camera especially.
All right.
See, so if we look at this, good ways away from it, okay? The closer you can keep to your cones while doing this little drill, the better off you'll be. All right, we are doing some backwards serpentine action, and she's doing some good hand signals. She's got him to where all he has to do is go straight back so his pivot point gets to that cone, and then move around it. Now, I will say, it's a lot smaller movements than most people realize to get these things around these cones. And when you're doing a lot of these maneuvering in these big vehicles, a little wheel action on the steering wheel can be a lot of wag on that trailer. I will say this has got to be the windiest day I've done a driving school. And all these leaves and everything just whipping it through here. Okay, so here's another method, is stiff armor that mirror to ensure that you stay far enough away from the coach or the truck to where you don't get run over. So she can help guide him this way. And the easy thing about it is she tells him now, turn to the right. And he turns his steering wheel to the right, and it will make the trailer go to his left. Okay. All right, one thing he's learning is it's little bitty turns, and sometimes little bitty turns for little short distances. So when your trailer gets jacked with your truck and you get your wheel straight, the trailer's going to keep turning. All right, day one is done. What for you, Debbie? What's the biggest thing you think you learned today?
I think the hand signals helped a lot in understanding how to further direct it.
Okay.
You know, to help with that mapping business. And learning how, how to drill it myself.
Yeah.
Understanding a little more of the physics of how it works.
Okay. I know some people think it's crazy. Old redneck keeps talking about geometry with them.
No, yeah, no, it's not.
It
One thing is simple movements are.
Yeah, just the geometry of this big 2 rectangles fitting in other places as you travel around this great nation. So what's your number one for the day? Takeaway.
Definitely, simple movements or small movements lead to better travels.
Okay. So we got the weekend break, and we'll be back Monday. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Let us know what your adventures are.